Okay guys, so today we will continue on with the Anna Griffin Simply Paisley Scrapbooking Kit tutorials. I believe these are my pages 14 and 15, so we still have 16, 17 that we'll work on today, 18, 19, another double page layout, and then we need to do the back page and the title page or the front page. So I usually do those in separate videos, but maybe we'll do them all together in one video. We'll see. Those last two things. But yeah, so I know the kit is currently still available there on HSN, so I'll link that for you guys. That would be an affiliate link, which means I'll make a small commission if you're purchasing items through those links. I've basically been sticking to like what's in the kit, other than adding maybe a couple of cardstocks here or there that might coordinate. I've been using, like gold cardstock and then some other diamond press cardstock. I think it's the All Occasions kit, and the colors really match really well. A lot of the things that are in here, I really love this olive color, like with what's going on here, but I haven't used it quite yet. Anyway, excuse me, my ideas are all in my head and jumbling around. So what I was going to say is I do want to replace these pages inside the book in the middle of the book. I think these would be really pretty in the middle. So I'm going to rearrange them. So I'm going to do that right now, but I still name these obviously 14 and 15, and that's fine. So let me grab the scrapbook itself. I'm going to switch out a few pages to try to get this into the center of the book, and then we'll go from there. Okay, let's put these pretty things aside. I'm telling you, this is, I love it so much. I love the way that came out. Okay, this is what we have left still. I think I might have, my borders. I have not used the borders much. And someone had mentioned, because I keep misplacing these two, they had fallen out of my hands. So what happened? And so I picked them up, and I'm like, I don't see where they would have gone. Oh, hold on. Here they are. Yay. Because I was like, either I only got 4 or I'm still missing 2. Because on the very first video, I did use 2 of these, but I should have 4 of them left, right? So perfect. Okay. Yay. I've been looking and looking. They were sideways like this, and they fell into a paper trimmer that's just under me here. So we have those. Lots of flowers still. Tons left. Obviously lots of sentiments or titles, lots of matte layers. I do have a ton of matte layers still because I don't really pile up my pages with pictures. So maybe, I haven't really given a lot of thought to today's video, but maybe we do something where we layer these guys. Again, this set only comes with 5x7s, 4x6, and then the 5 or so inch square. In the Meadow one, the Wildfont Meadow, you did have smaller squares, which were really nice because you can do a lot of fun things with that. But this is all we have. So, look how pretty that looks, right? And then your little picture. So I might do that because I do have a lot of matte layers still left. So we'll see. A little bit of paper from before, some scraps that we have cut into. I do need to use these. And then we have, we should have, if you're following along with me, at least, let me see, 2, 4, 6, 7 full pieces of cardstock left. So we'll get into that in a minute. But I want to switch these guys out. So thanks for sticking in there and for watching, guys. I know it's not, something that a ton of my viewers watch going out there. But anyway, I enjoy scrapbooking, and I know a lot of you guys do too. So it's my pleasure to, do this. So pages 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that looks so pretty, though. I love 8, 9 for being in the middle there, too. 8, 9, let me see, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. What would you guys... See, to me, the middle would be this one. And you know what? Honestly, they're all nice. Like, I don't think it has to be switched out, but I think I'll switch it out anyway. So, I'm going to take this guy out. To me, this is the middle. Let me see. It's kind of hard to know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exactly. So 5 here. There's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the other side. And this is the very middle pages, right? So I'm going to switch them out. So I'm just going to pull these guys out carefully. And that works as far as the colorway anyway. It's literally the same colors. With a lot of pinks and green, which is interesting. And I'm going to switch this guy in. So this is in the very center of the book. And it'll just be a really nice page layout. Again, the way I like to look at this was like, gotta give yourself lots of room for these. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's getting stuck there. Okay. Just like a big layout, like a mural, not a mural, what's it called? A collage, right? Like on your wall. I love that. I'm going to slide this one out, and then I'll go ahead and place it on this side of this. And this one's kind of plain. I did a little more basic on this one, but I like that for there. That's fine. I'll be right back. Okay, so now these are essentially my 14 and 15, but that's all right. So we have 16, 17, 18, and 19, and then back page, front page. It's looking really, really pretty. My goodness, I have like something in my throat. You know, I just ate toast. I didn't drink more tea. But anyway, it's coming together really, really nicely. I think this is lovely. I love this. This one right here, honestly, should have been like my title page. I love the way this came out. But we'll probably do something similar to the title page, but with miters, you know, the whole thing. Just to make it a little more dramatic. But this is, I love it. I mean, oh my gosh, guys, every page. I look at them and I'm like, this one I love it. This one I love it. This one I love it. Okay, let's put that away. So we just came off of making a purple page and then a pink page. I haven't really had one that's more blue. So maybe we'll do that today. Let's see what we have. Okay, just grabbed a few other items. Let's put this to the side. Let's put all of this to the side. Oh, and then the borders. We probably need to work with a little more borders. I know I've been like reserving them quite a bit. I know I used this one earlier. We did use this one. And again, I used 4 of these on one layout. These guys, I still have all 6, and I would love to reserve these for like our title page. So we'll see. But we have these. We do have some blue, which we haven't done too much of. What's on the back of this? See, I love the back of this one. Did we start off with that one? Because I'm thinking about doing another one where we flip the paper. We haven't really done that. Yeah, okay. No. This is what I did the second day. Yeah, maybe that's what we'll do. And then we have these guys that I'm going to use in some special way. They're 9-inch squares that we had gutted previously. I have 1 extra sheet of this paper and then 2 more pairs. Now the front and the back page don't have to be pairs, right? So I can use this paper on its own. I can use this other one on its own, or however. So really, we still have 1 more layout after today. And then we still have, you know, these 3 full sheets that we can do whatever we want with, if, you know, depending on what we're doing. So let's go for it. Oh, and I have half a piece of this red cardstock that I can make into, what's on the back side of that? Okay, hold on, that might work a little bit. I still have half a piece of that I can either cut strips from, or I can make into banners, and I don't know where it is right now for some reason, but I do have another piece of that. Where'd it go? Let me find that real quick. I'm so silly. I was gonna give up right now, and I just looked over it, and it's the same color as the scrapbook itself, so it was sitting on top of the scrapbook. So I do have this that we can also use. So we should, at this time, if you're just following what I do, have quite a bit of paper still left. But you know, I'm looking at the colors and I was like, these are the squares that I have left. And I don't know that I'll be able to use them later. I looked pretty with this, but I thought, you know what? It might look good today. I know it's a lot going on. It's kind of busy. But do something like that. And honestly, if you wanted to gut this, you can definitely do that. But let me think for another second. I'll be right back. You know what? It's okay. Let's do what I was thinking about, because this actually coordinates with this, and maybe it can be a title or title page. I don't need to use these quite yet, but I might cut some strips off of this. Again, of course, you have border stickers that you can do the same thing with. I was going to cut the side off. You know, we did recently one where we did the top, right? And we haven't done another side one in a while, so let's do that. So I'm trying to figure out... I still like cutting them like at 3.5 inches, so that's fine. This paper is basically the same, but see, if you line it up, it doesn't line up there. It's probably the same over here. Yeah. I don't know if there's another direction that it would line up at. Ooh, hold on. Well, I mean, that looks a little more natural. You can go this way, but I think I'm just gonna leave it like this. Okay, so I'm gonna cut 3.5 inches off of this side and off the other. I'll be right back. Yeah, we'll see. Let's trust the process because let me go ahead and put this in here. I'm gonna cut 3.5 and off of this side. And like I said, the paper is pretty much the same, but I'm still gonna do the same over here. Actually, a cute thing to do is just leave it like that and only have one side turned, you know, a little extra, and then have the rest of it this way. That's fun. You don't have to cut anything off of this other side. It just kind of continues. That might be a fun thing to work with. I wasn't planning on that, but maybe we should. Let me see how that looks. A little strip. I'll go ahead and do both sides, but you can just continue your layout that way so you don't have to do anything. It just makes it look like it's continuous, you know. But I'm gonna go ahead and do the 3.5 on this side. I will say, I feel like if I do a little strip, even if it's like 1.5 inches over here on this other side, I feel like it needs to be bigger than that. Let me put this to the side. So that's our right side. And I generally keep things mirror image or symmetrical. So see this one, but then obviously this one's less busy. That's nice. We have this, if you want to do it that way, right? Then we have this one that I was going to layer in here. And it has two sides also, so that pink or the reddish one. And I don't know why I feel like the red one goes better, but I also feel like I should just keep this busy one here and put this one here. It's hard for me to choose. And then I want to cut this, so like, in my mind it's like, is it too much? Is it too little? You know. Oh well, we'll see. So how big do we want this band? 2 inches is kind of big. Let's do 1.5 inches, I guess. I'm gonna go for it. And if I change my mind, oh well. All right, so 1.5 inches on this guy. 1.5. I'm just making sure. Ooh, I have an idea. Hey, that's not bad. I was gonna say I have an idea of putting maybe some other paper behind this that lines the whole thing to make it pop. Funny about that is I would need 12-inch at least gold paper or whatever color I want to use, and I only have like A2. I have 12-inch paper, obviously. I would have to pull it out from my Anna Griffin stuff, but this doesn't look bad. But if you want it to pop, you can definitely put another strip of hair behind that so it just kind of comes off on its own. But actually, it's busy, but I'm okay with this. So another 1.5 inch strip, and I'll be right back. I have that for the other side. So what I was kind of debating in my mind is, should it be like this perfect, like right down the center, or do we do that and then just do a little... So I would say a nice border die with some gold. That'd be cute, some scalloping or something like that. Because everything right now is very like just, you know, cut off and all that, because this didn't come with border stickers that were even like cutesy, kind of like in the Meadow kit. These are all straight also, so there you go. What I'm trying to say is that maybe I should move it over so it's only maybe 1/2 inch on this side and 1 inch on this side, so it's taking up more of this blue, and I think that's what I'm going to do. So this is 1.5 inches. What I'm trying to show you is, let me bring it down here so you can see what I'm doing. Let's line this up on our grid lines. Oh my goodness. I have a little gold glitter all over, like shimmer, and I'm pretty sure it's from the flourishes. And it's kind of all over the place. Okay, like that, right? So this is right on a 1/2 inch line, which I didn't even, or in the line, I was just lining it up over here, so that's perfect. 1/2 inch on this side and leaving 1 inch on the blue side. So I hope that makes sense, because what it's doing is taking up more of this blue side and leaving more of this green one. I don't know. Just a thought. Okay, so I'm, again, using my white glue. I need to, and look what it looks like this, if you want that side. I don't know. Just gonna glue these together, essentially. And I'm always flipping over the one page, but you can definitely get paper from another one. You don't have to just flip over the page and be like, okay, it has to be the opposite of this one. No, I mean, grab another sheet that you like better or whatever. But I'm going to, again, line that up on that 1/2 inch. Let me see, that is on the 10 inch line actually. Okay. Just keep it nice and straight all the way down. And of course I would do the same thing on the other page, and this is going to hold our page together. So I'm going to bring this back up a little bit. I just wanted you to see that I was keeping it even all the way down. 1/2 inch of the strip on this part, the other inch on the other side. Okay. Sorry, as I'm getting down here, I'm making a lot more choices and I have to be more deliberate with what we have left, right? But again, I mean, this is my favorite one. Look how pretty. Right? I mean, that pulls it together too. It looks really nice. It's just a different colorway, you know? You can do something like that. This is very matchy to that one. But anyway. Okay, so let's put those to the side. And then we were thinking about these, or at least that's what I was thinking about. Matte layering. Oh, okay, hold on. How many of these do I have left? We have 2 of the blue, 2 of the purple, only 1 of the green, and 2 of the pink. And I was like, oh, maybe we do the blue. I wish this was a dark blue, like the one dark blue they gave us on the square, because that doesn't pop very much. I don't really want to bring in purple at this point, because I have green, blue, red, purple, like everything's here. I don't know. I do like the pink, but then we have pink here and more pink, and I only have 1 green. I mean, let's see what that looks like. Pink, and do we have a blue, please? Please, no, are they all purple? This is all I have left? Let me make sure about that. I'll be right back. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, that's all I have left of these guys. So again, that would bring purple in, which I didn't want to, right? That was just not the thing I wanted to do. So let's go from here. I have a ton of squares left still. Obviously, you can add more pictures. I wanted to matte layer them in this one. I guess it doesn't have to be this one. Maybe this. What do I have left here? Dark blue. Okay, I mean, I had no plans for this page. Okay, so let's just start there. I really wanted to matte layer something like that. I guess that'll be tomorrow with some other colors. Okay, so let's make this work. All right, let me see about my flowers. And I don't know, I feel like we need gold. Like something's missing here. Should we gold matte layer these guys? We did that recently, but you know what? Maybe we should, because something about this is just like, I need something to help it pop. Let me see what I have in my stash. I'll be right back. Okay, so let's see, like this little gold here. Just something to differentiate these guys. So, of course, I do it here. I'm going to do it on the other side, too. And, yeah. So, again, these are... Let's see, 5 1/4 inch squares. So I'm going to do 5 1/2 inch squares. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have these guys, and I mean, you can do lots of playful things. I mean, you can even have them something like that, right? That looks cool. If you have any of the Anna Griffin, what are they called? Like the square compendium, you have some pretty dies in there that will help you do like a nice border. Again, everything here is just paper trimmer, and I feel like I don't have a lot of like cutesiness going on. You know what I'm saying? Like something softer, like lace edge. I would love that. But again, that's the choice I made to present it to you guys that way. So you have what you have. I know everyone has a paper trimmer, or at least you should if you're a crafter at all, like paper crafter. So I think that's a good place to start. With this one, I think to make it different from that one, I'm going to pop it up. Okay, like that. So let me go ahead and get some dimensionals on the back of this. And I'll be right back. I'm just going to put 9 on here like I always do. 3, 3, 3. And BRB. Okay. And that's this guy here. Nope. See, it needs to be a little more over here, possibly. That looks good. Okay. So you have those guys. And again, I just eyeball this kind of thing. I think that looks good. Let me put this one this way. I had a little crunchy there. I don't know if you can see it's like imperfect, so I will just pass that over there. So square pictures, you can definitely order pictures that are square shape. I think a lot of times they cost a little more, or just, you know, get a regular picture and then trim it down, right? Just depending, it has to be 5 by 7. It depends on the size of this thing, I suppose. I'm trying to see where I'm trying to get this going. Like there, something like that, and then this guy like here. Sure. A little glue. I'm just probably gonna put something cute there anyway. So there's that. And then this guy, just a little bit, you know, just a little bit down from this guy, maybe overlapping just a little bit there, not too much. is what I was going for. I'm not going to put glue in that corner. That way I can get my picture in there, even though it's very slightly overlapping. I do like just that little bit of dimension on this that makes it look different from the other one. I think that's cool. And I'm trying to bring this in about the same. It's about an inch or so in from the edge, like this one is too. That's what I was looking at there. Trying to keep my paper straight so I can... And then about the same from the top and bottom. Might be a little bit different. Okay, that's looking really nice. Again, just something to draw your eye away from that busy background and focus on those pictures, you know? Okay, so let's check out... I mean, we still have tons of these guys. I haven't done anything with a motif in a couple of things. I don't know. I was thinking about possibly just filling this space, and then this can be where we have our journaling, you know, our title on the other side. So maybe something like this. I wasn't really planning on that, but let's see what we got. I know we still have some of these tall guys. Look at that. Came out in a nice little clump here, but you know, you can fill these in. I haven't really used them. You know, maybe it'd be good for the title page. Let me see how many I have of this, because if I do this, I'm going to do it on here, and I'm going to do it on the other side too. Let me see what more I have of that stuff. I'll be right back. Okay, I would have enough to do something like that. It's very basic. Maybe I'll still put some flourishes or something else, but I do want to show you that these guys have a different colorway, right? You can do like this purpley, but I want to do the blue, so I'll use those. You know, this one's always fun to just pop in because it just does its own thing and it's already kind of flourished and all that, which is nice. Let me put some of these things away, but yeah, I still have plenty of these tall guys, so that's great. Left and rights of them, all that. Let me put some of these things away and see. Yeah, I'll be right back. As I'm putting these things away, I thought, you know, I do like those kinds of things. Maybe a journaling card here. It doesn't hurt me to cover this up too much because it's just another strip of cardstock instead of being like one of our beautiful border pieces. I mean, this could go here. Maybe the thing still goes in here just to kind of split it up and not have all this and all this, you know? Yeah, that looks good. Let me... Oh, this is the opposite one for the other side. Sorry, when I first showed you guys these, I had them both facing the same way, so I switched them out for a left and a right. And then possibly some flourishes, right? So let's put this stuff to the side. Let me clean up just a little bit. Let's see. I know we have some shapes in here that we haven't really used because I like the flourish kind of look, and some of these were just like a motif, like these guys, you know? So maybe you can stick out there and the other one on the other side or something. I do love this. This is really pretty. Just to add a little something in there, right? I mean, not too much going on, but that's kind of how I do my stuff here. Let's see what that looks like. It's an interesting little one. I do have these guys facing out, and maybe we switch it up so that they face in. I don't know. That does give it a different look. Isn't that interesting? I guess this also can have a different look to it too, right? That's kind of nice because it kind of fills in. We can also kind of do it like that. What I'm looking at is the way these little sprouts come out. I mean, that's a different look, right, than what I had shown initially. I do like that though. Let me see if I put this back this way. That's not bad either. It just leaves a spot where there's like nothing back there. Just kind of fills it in a little bit better. But we are covering up more of the little flowers there. But again, maybe that's what we need because there's so much going on. All that white around here kind of breaks things up in a nice way. I don't know. Yeah, sure. Let's go for it. Okay, so let me get something to help me pick the back off of this. Okay. And we can kind of, and I mean, you can even bring it down closer to this so it looks like it's coming out of that area. I'm going to make it so that you can still see a little bit more of the flowers. Okay, so I'm sticking that down. They're like almost perfectly aligned there. I made them a little bit different. Let's clean that up and this up. I was liking this like in here. I'm just looking at where the flowers are, where the petals are to see about left and right. That looks pretty good. Not really, it's a little more tucked in. Look at that. Right, kind of cool. I don't know if it should be in its own little quadrant or more this way. What do you guys think? Sure, okay, something like that. And let me take this and that, and then I put a little bit of dimensional back here to support this. Everything else is pretty flat because this is flat, you know what I'm saying? There's not much more dimension under that. Okay, you can also put a piece there, but I think that's gonna be okay. Oh man, I kind of feel like it needs to, that's fine. That's good. Look right in there. So I have it kind of here to here. Okay. Squish that down. I'm going to pick out these same things for the other page and I'll be right back. Okay. So this guy can just be stuck down. And oh, I was going to clean up in the meantime and I did not. And while we're here, I guess we'll go ahead and put down our journaling card, journaling tag. Some of these are kind of crazy. This has 2 layers, right? Something, oh yeah, okay. I was like, something doesn't look right. It's because there's still something here. There we go. From when it was created, there we go. And some of these are a little bit worse for the wear. They're kind of smushed. Because you know how they're just like in a bag, so that's just what happens there. That looks really pretty. I love that. Maybe before I really squish that down, I should have brought this in. And green, pink, light blue. Everybody was resistant to bringing purple in. I'm going to put this here just because I feel like that makes the color, if it was kind of tucked in, I don't know. You can put it wherever you like. I don't know. I feel like that's a good spot for it. So that's what I'll do. And again, I've been sticking these down just gently because I didn't want to, I haven't written on them yet, right? I don't know what pictures I'm going to put in here. So I stick them on, I put a little glue on here because that way I can pick it off later. And then stick it back down with, you know, what I need to stick it down with for it to stay. So there are images in the examples where they kind of deck out this area too. So just keep that in mind, like if you want to come back in and add, you know, a little set of flowers. I think that looks really cute actually. Oh, maybe like that. Okay, I'm gonna do that, even though I wasn't planning on it, but I think that looks really cute. So let's stick this down in a way that doesn't stick there, but here. Okay, I'm not going to push it down completely, and I'll probably put another sticky back here to support it, but that looks cute. Okay, so that is left page. So I'm going to do right now is make the right page, and then we'll add a sentiment to it and all that stuff. Music over, just because it's going to be exactly the same, but a mirror image. And I'll be right back. Okay, guys. So, again, this is a big cluster, you know. I mean, if you want to do some things that are like catty corner or a little different, maybe this can go down in here and then the other stuff here. Whatever you want to do. I'm just putting it right across, same thing. And then I always bring over this one, you know, the one that we already have done to kind of help me eyeball where everything needs to be. Oh, you know, I just realized this thing has a point to it and a curve. Here I did the round part. There's 2 pointy parts. Okay, so I'm going to take care of that. That bothers me, so I'm going to pop this back off again. This isn't really stuck down all that well. But let me just see kind of where we're at as far as this and that. It needs to be moved over a little more this way. Again, it's almost touching that there. And like here, right? That looks good. Not gonna lie, I think I put this on there a little bit crooked and I was like, ah! But this is glue, and I mean, I could tear it off. It probably wouldn't really be a problem, but I'm not gonna mess with it that much. Let me pick at this. Oh my goodness. And I was like, it doesn't really stick down that much. I mean, it doesn't, but you gotta get under there. That's so funny. I didn't even realize that it had like a different look to it. I'm gonna turn it this way. No wonder whenever I put together, I thought that one looked a little bit different, but I wasn't super sure where it was hitting. There we go. Okay, shove that back down. Okay, so that's unfortunate for me. A little crooked on that one. Let's get a, I mean, this thing is really filled up, to be honest. I'm like, do I need to put a name or a word over here? Let's see, travel. Travel's nice. Stories, laugh. Again, I did it here on the other one, but I can kind of tuck it in here. It doesn't have to be exactly in the same spot. Party. Yeah, perfect, lucky. Okay, let's do travel since we haven't done travel, I guess. Oh, careful. You're getting these off there. I kind of pulled that one a little bit hard. I cannot believe we have one more double page layout. I had so many ideas too, and now I'm like, okay. So I'm about to kind of reevaluate what it is that I want to do at the very end there. And I mean, again, you can match it up with that one on the other side, or just put the word wherever you like. If I put it here, that's not going to work. So maybe we put it here. Or travel, again, in blue, which actually works out really nicely. Trying to put that on there nice and straight, and get a T-square if you're, you know, really want to make sure things are straight. I eyeball everything, and that's just how that works. So there it is, guys. Oh my gosh. So again, this was what, 16, 17? Oh my gosh, let me clean up. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I know my vantage angle can't get the whole thing in here, but I'm going to try to also not do, at the end when I show pictures, I always have like movement because I like the way that looks, but it's harder to see what's going on. So I'm thinking maybe I'll just do still pictures and then like a slideshow without movement. So you can see it a little bit better, but check that out. So there it is. That gold really does break things up. I mean, you can imagine if it was just laying, it doesn't look the same. It's just, I wish, you know, it would have included a few solid colors, and I'm sorry that I got this one down crooked. Ugh, it drives me nuts. But anyway, all right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll have images come up. I'll have the links in the description box, and I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.